Hello, I am back after my little siesta. Um, well, the best way to start this is well, I had taken off because my head was hurting, and that's because where I live in Kentucky, we have a lot of pollen and stuff, so I have allergies, and so that's what causes my headaches. And then I'm doing multitasking, and but like 2 days ago, I was like, I had been praying and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. God gave me a word, and it's like, okay, I know what I need to do. He's telling me to take this direction. You know, I was gonna have a little silent auction. I was gonna auction off. Um, sometimes, oh, I gotta set up. I hate that I have to focus straight. I'm not gonna edit this. I'm just gonna keep it real. I hate when I have to talk to you directly because when I like to get in my relaxed mode, you know, because I'm thinking and I'm talking. But like I said, I'm just gonna keep it real. Uh, God was like, okay, you know, I'm talking and we rehearsing what I want, what I should do, you know, and so he's like, okay, I got this. Okay, I need to go back instead of go to return to school for this. I need to go return for that. Instead of I was gonna have a little silent auction instead of going on this program, let it go or whatever, and sell my little stuff so I could invest into my vision. I go ahead and have a little auction and auction the stuff off and let people bid on it. You know, I got this big old fur. Let me show you this big old. I call it my monkey coat. My big old monkey coat. It's not real fur. People of South Peter. It's not real fur. It's monkey coat. It's made from man materials or whatever. But I call it my monkey coat. And I was going to auction all of that off. And all of a sudden, I was gun-ho. I'm getting ready to come back the other day. I think it was like Wednesday. I'm going to get ready to come back. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. You know, go to my web page and, you know what I'm saying, and bid. You know, I got everything down. And then, bam! You know, I also now, man, I'm praying because somebody's been playing on my phone from a previous organization that I don't want to be. Let me keep it real. A guy went back and he talked about me. So I've been talked about it. I've been talked about it. I've been talked about. I already been ridiculed. You know, my mama said they talked about Jesus. Why do you think they're not going to talk about you? So yeah. So that's going on. That's parallel to me trying to get the vision going and trying to see what God wants me to do and removing myself so that he could come forth. And so, like I said, here it is Wednesday. I already got direction. I know what to do. Bam! All of a sudden, the phone stops working. I guess I took an app off and it wiped everything off it wiped everything off my phone. So now I don't have sound on my phone. Okay, but I'd asked God, if you want these people to be removed out of my life and you don't want me to return, let me know. Do I need to change my telephone number? All of that stuff. Got an answer. Hello? Okay, I'm ready. Bam! Looked at my email. WePay is no longer going to disconnecting with you. That's the service that I was going to use to collect my funds for my vision. So I was like, okay. So I tried to be a soldier and try to man up like, yeah, that's all right. But then it hit me. And it knocked me down. And I was like I said, I'm only human. If you're looking for Superwoman, you better go to the theater because they're remaking it. You know. So I was like, okay. Let me see. You know, now. And so Pastor Joel Osteen is on, I have two websites. I have my own and then this one that's set up for my mother. And out there, he was talking about don't worry, and he was hitting me where I was. You know, I didn't get on there. I never had attached to him. So, because I'm trying to learn about Facebook, but some kind of way he was on there. And so later on, I friended him. But he had been given the word, and it was hitting me. Don't worry. And he had been talking about the neighbor and stuff. And I mean, I thought it was fake, but it was really him on there. And he wasn't just talking, directing it to me, but it was directed to a lot of people, I guess, because they ended up talking about it. And then my daughter researched it for me and said it was really him. And so I was like, wow, you know. And I mean, it touched me. But I still was like, okay, yeah, I heard that. But, you know, I still was weak. And so last night, I say early this morning, because I kind of woke up at like 1 something. I had a dream, not a Martin Luther King dream. Stop. I had a dream, and I can't remember all of it, but I know what it meant. Because I heard this guy say when you dream, write it down. And God had already taught me that, you know, look at the dream and go research it and everything. But I didn't research it. I know what it meant. It was a guy, and he kept going. It was like 1 minute it was me, and then the next time it was a guy. He had a big old afro, dark complexion man, young man, handsome, and he kept going to different houses, and then at one point I seen a child, but in the conclusion, he went to this apartment, and I know what it meant. He went to this apartment, and it's like I went, but I couldn't see me. But he was upstairs, and he kept saying, it's like every place that he went, he kept saying, I need a place to stay. He said, I need a place to stay. And I'm hearing him, but it's like it's me and it's him. And as he's saying it, I'm looking, I'm wondering, like, is it a guy trying to say that he wants to stay with me? I'm going to keep it real. I'm thinking, is it a guy trying to say he wants to live with me? So I avoided him, and he went. When I looked around, he was upstairs, and he was laying in the bed. And the house, it was an apartment complex, and all of a sudden, as I went down the steps, it wasn't like I was in human form, but it's like I went down the steps, and then he started walking down the steps. But as he went down the steps, he came from the 3rd floor. He went to the 2nd floor. Each time he was hitting steps. The 3rd time he hit steps, and he came out. And to sum it up, what it was saying, I know it was me looking for a place to stay. That was Beecher Terrace. It was Clarksdale, but it looked like Beecher Terrace. Trying to go back to the familiar, because that's really where I was all week. I was trying to, in my spirit and in my heart, and what Satan wanted me to do, and evildoers, what they say now is haters, they want me to go back to the familiar. You know, those old apartments, go back to drinking, go back to hanging out, go back to sleeping with different men, go back to the past. And in the dream, it was telling me that I can't go back. And I had this guy, Reverend Greg, he had told me, I had a car, and this video is going to be a little long because I'm just going to keep it real with you. Reverend Greg told me, I said, I got a car, and every car I get, the reverse is out. And he said, Janice, he said, it's telling you that you can't go backwards. And I'm like, yeah, well, okay. But as soon as I listened to him and I embedded that word in my heart, the next car I had the problem, but a person fixed it. The dream's telling me I can't go back, but I'm having difficulties moving forward. But anyway, with the WePay thing, I took it off, so I no longer have it where I can receive money. I'm gonna leave that in God's hands, because that I know in my spirit that every time when I make a video, every time when I talk, keeping it real, he hits me. And when he hits me, oftentimes I don't know how to retaliate back. My old me used to, hey, let's fight, let's argue, whatever. But that old me is not there, and arguing with the devil don't do no any good if you not willing to make that change. So what I'm saying is, I've been hit so many times and had so many blows, them gut blows. That's why you'll see a lot of my videos be talking about boxing, because that's what I feel like. I'm in the ring and I'm boxing with the devil. I'm boxing with evildoers. I'm boxing with haters, you know. And I want to be Muhammad Ali, and sometimes I'm like Joe Frazier when Ali knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, I took that off my page. I closed out the little fund me account, so I don't have any of that to accumulate any money. But yet, although they slay me, although he's taking it away, yeah, you know, that dream and God giving me that little nudge, yeah, I'm still here. If he wants to open that door right there, he opens that door. But other than that, how Satan closed it, and he did it so I was shut up. So yeah, I'm gonna keep talking, because great is he that's in me than he that's in the world, you know. And so I might cry sometimes, and I might seem weak, and sometimes I might not show my face, because sometimes I have little gestures that I do, not giving people the finger or anything. Sometimes I have gestures, and sometimes I just bow down, you know. I just have to humble. I just have to hold my head down sometimes. I don't want you to, sometimes I just don't want you to see me when I'm going through things. Let me keep it real, you know. People laugh at you sometimes when people see you weak, and people want to see you weak, especially your enemy. He want to see you bow down, because he's sitting there laughing. But when you hold your head up and you walk through things straight forward, and you tell where you at, oh yeah, you hitting him. He can laugh, but you hitting him, you know. Also, and you winning. Also, the reason why I don't like to get deep into editing and these videos and all that, and I was gonna write down something, you know. This is how God deals with me. I was gonna write down. Let me write down, you know, how to, you know, overcome the devil, how to do this, how to do that. And I'm coming out of the bedroom, and God said, I didn't tell you to do all of that. He said, you trying to write down some things. He said, just give them what you think, believe, somewhere in that context. But just give them you. Stop trying to get get points. You know, if you stop trying to get points and just tell them what I told you to say. I was like, okay, okay, I need to get in here. You know, I was getting ready to go get me something to eat. He said, sit down. I was like, okay, you know. I heard T.D. Jakes say one time, I'm not hitting him bad. You know, I love him. You know what I'm saying? I love Joel Osteen. I love a lot of preachers, because it don't matter sometimes you don't have to look at who the person is. Preachers, just get the word. Especially if it's for you at that time, and you know what's for you. You know when to pull up to the table, hey, that's for me. I don't care who it is. I might not like that person, whatever, but it's for me. But I remember one time T.D. Jakes made a statement, and I disagreed with him in my, you know, I'm here, he's on TV. I haven't ever been to his place or nothing, but I disagreed with it. He said, some people go out here and they say God told them what to wear, and God told them this, God tell them what to eat and all that. He said, some people like that, something to the effect, people like that you gotta watch, that's not real or something. You know, God doesn't do that. And I beg to differ. Whoa. Like I said, this is going to be a little long video, because I'm going to pull it together. But yeah, he made that statement, and I was like, no, I disagreed with him, because I, female, was raised, and my mother used to tell me to always wear a slip. But me in my drinking days, and thinking that I'm the sexiest thing on the earth, you know, look at me, I was going through my look at me phase. I used to wear my little dresses, long dresses, you know, and you could see through them. And like I said, when I drank, God's telling me, you know, you can see through that. Don't stand there in the light, because they looking through. Don't do, drink me a Coke 45, drink me a Corona. I don't hear you. So I was working at this company, You know, I was making buku money. I met this guy, his name was John. He's married to this chick named Mary. And he drove the forklift. So anyway, we struck up a relationship because I would be down and he would talk to me and he'd start praying with me. Come to find out, we both was, you know, he knew that, he knew I was combating God. I was fighting God. So we started talking and everything. And he said, you know, I started telling him about God. You know, I wasn't drunk, but I was working. I used to be a janitor at a company. I was over the whole company by myself. And anyway, he said, you're a God chaser. He said, you know, every time I look around, you know what I'm saying? If a door opens at a church, I always wanted to be there. And this was like in '99. This is before I'm gonna tell you exactly when I was working. I never in my life forget where I was working. I forget dates, but this one I never forget. This is before they bombed the towers, because we all went into the room to look. So this was like 2001, whatever. Yeah, around 2001 when they did the bombings. We was working together then, and I was working at this company, and like I said, he said, what you are? He said, you're a God chaser. So he ended up getting me the book, and me end up passing the book to somebody else, and I wish I had the book again. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna bring everything back together. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And the path that I'm going to be on now is God's path, which I was on at first. But like I said, every time when I make one of these videos, he comes through. Like I said, if you look at my videos, I made one about the yard because the storm came and it knocked the trees down. And I was whining about it. But then God told me to go down the street. I was driving and he said, go down the street. And he said, make a left. So I made the wrong left. He said, go back around. This is how God talks to me. And if you want to think I'm crazy, listen to the end of this story. He said, no. So I went all the way back around, because anybody that lives in Louisville knows if you go up, what was it? I think I went up Vermont. I went the wrong way. So he said, go back up and then go back around, because he was trying to put me on. He was putting me on 42nd Street. I think it was 42nd. Off of 42nd and River Park over that way. So I went back around because I'm obedient. So I went back around. As I went up the street, there was a tree that had fallen down on top of a car. And he said, that didn't happen to you. So I paused. That's why you see me in the video. I was whining. I don't want to do it. I wish somebody else would do it. I wish I was married. My husband did it. I wish I had the money so somebody could do it. I went out there and took that chainsaw and I cut that down because I was humble and I was thanking God. He reminded me to be thankful. Yeah, although the storms come, although the lightning and it strikes, and it's some cities now that the tornado ripped through their towns and stuff, you know. It's not so much about how much devastation it took of materialistic things. If you can look back and touch your body or touch your children and your family, a human being, and see that they still here, and you see the refrigerator in the tornado, you see the house in the tornado, you see the 2017, 2018, if you bold like that, all of that's up in the tornado. But you can look at your family and your kids and you can say, oh Lord, thank you, Jesus. I'm blessed. You know, that's where I'm at right now. I got this last test, and it's a doozy. It's a doozy. This last one I'm going through. Like I said, I didn't want to get out of the videos. And then I was like, okay. But then what hit me too, and what makes the dream powerful, is one of my kids ran into a friend of mine that's like, I've been around her. Friendship was 40 years. But when I stopped drinking and stuff, you know, I wasn't around anymore. And it wasn't just because she was still drinking. It was really because some things with a guy, let's keep it real. You know, she was affiliated with the guy, and so I didn't go around. So I wasn't no angel, and I'm not an angel now because I'm sitting on the couch. And so I couldn't go around for that major reason. But she's my friend, and I love her. So my daughter got a number, and anyway, we start talking. And in the process of talking and stuff like that, she was saying some stuff of the past. Still talking in the past. Anybody that feel me on that, you know what I'm talking about. Haven't been around you for 6 or 7 years, about 6, 7 years. Just totally hanging around. Haven't been around and you still talking in the past. Be careful. Be careful when you're doing God's will of returning to past friendships. Chat a little bit on the phone if you want to. Do a little texting if you're not sure. But be very, very careful of returning to associating with a person from the past. I'm not going to get into a whole lot, but I've been around a long time. And I'm talking about street talk. Not just guy talk. I'm talking about street talk. You know, I had a cousin that taught me that. I'm talking about life lessons. I'm not just talking about guy lessons. I can give you guy, but I can give you some life lessons too. I'm talking about real street. Real street. And I'm going to give you a little quick piece of it. A street piece. Not just a guy piece. I'm talking about a street piece. In my family, we have a lot of people. So you'll pick up on this. A little more about me. We have a lot of people in our family, and we believe in dreams. And we believe in vision. So I was raised like that. My mother's quick. In my mother's family, it was 10 kids. There's 7 girls and 3 boys. My granddaddy and my grandmama, they were married. Hello, they were married and they had 10 kids. My uncle, one of my uncles, he was born with a veil over his face, my mother said. So he's always special. So some years, when he was an adult and he was married, he was struck by lightning. And so he would see things. I never did know what he would see, but I mean, he was powerful. You know, he had been in the penitentiary before too. He can tell you some things. Like I said, I think that's how I learned too. Because what I'm saying too in life, God don't just teach. When God brings you about, God gives, when he puts things in you as you grow up. As you grow up, if you look in your life, I know with me, God's put so many things in me that I sit back and I'm like, wow. He put me around certain people. When I was growing up, I was always around older people. Me and my brother, we were around older people because my mother would visit him, and my mother looked real young, but my mother was older, but yet she always hung around people 20 years older than her. But then she had friends that were younger than her. Excuse me. Drinking pop early in the morning. This is my breakfast for now. Anyway, my mother was always around people that were older. Like if anybody can recall the roller derby. So I would go over to Aunt Nora Lee and Uncle Crow's house. I would go over there and she would let us watch roller derby. She would let us sit in a rocking chair, and I would sit in the rocking chair, and my brother, he'd hang outside playing. Because we always learn I'm going to tell you that later, because that's going to be a part of the church. That's going to be, God put that in me, but that's going to be a part of my church. I don't like saying my church. I say God's church, but if I say God's church, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But my church's name is Crystal Church. And so I start saying that because it's already done. That's something, too, that God had to put in me. So let me come there, and then what I was going to say is something different. But let me go back so to show you that I didn't lose my place. So anyway, the name of the church is going to be Crystal Church. I was always around older people, so therefore I have an old spirit in me, and, so I've seen a lot of things and I've heard a lot of things, because Mama used to tell us, y'all heard that, go outside when grown folks are talking, but I would always ear hustle anyway, and I caught a lot of wisdom. So anyway, getting back to my cousin, hello, spirit, because I said, God, remove me, you come forth, because if it was me, I wouldn't have remembered back to my place. Anyway, I had a cousin. Like I said back the day, it was drinking day. We've been drinking all our lives. I don't know about y'all. I started drinking when I was 21. I was drinking when I was 10 or 11 years old. Anyway, we was like 15, 16 or something like that. So she was going to this, she was going to the club. And she was, it used to be a club over here off of Cecil Street. And so she said, she hadn't spoken, a girl called her. And she hadn't spoken to the girl in like 20-some years. It was a high school friend. I thought it was 18. So it was after school. So we was already probably in our 20s. Because she said she hadn't seen the girl since high school. And so she said the girl called up and was like, hey, what you doing? Let's hang out. Let's go out. So her and the girl, they went out. They went to the club. So in the process of going to the club, a guy jumped out of the bushes and robbed them. In the process, he drove them different places. uh, all the man, let me tell you now, all the time she's talking about that, she's telling me the story. So she said, Janice, it was, and just like in the dream, she said, he took us to in front of a house, and she said her friend kept fumbling. She kept wondering why she's fumbling because he was telling them to take off their jewelry and rings or whatever. So anyway, I'm going to break it down. They got robbed. Come to find out, when they reported it to the police, they did not retaliate. They reported it to the police. The police told them, said, y'all blessed. Police officer told them they were blessed. Said the two guys that robbed you had previously tied up a man and beat him up. Whoa. And my cousin said, Janice, guess what? She said, I had a dream. I had a dream a couple of nights before that somebody came in a long black car. I never in my life forget the dream she told me because, like I said, life lesson. It was a long black car. Somebody that I hadn't seen before came up and we was riding. And so that's why I tell you, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the people you associate. Be leery about a person that wants to come back in your life. And I'm not talking about relationships. Be careful of a person that want to come back in your life. It don't seem, if you really look at it, don't seem like that girl was really the bad person. But if you look real careful, you can see she was a tool of the devil. Because when she came back, the main thing my cousin kept saying, she was fumbling. Because the guy's telling her, take off the jewelry, take it off. And she steady talking about something sentimental, this or that. Pausing and hesitation. Pausing and hesitation can get you killed often. If you don't have no really backup on you, yeah, they're pausing. So she could have got my cousin killed. And that could have been what the whole scene was about. Could have been her time. And that remembering a little bit when everything was going on of that dream, 9 out of 10 times is what saved her life. So, anyway, like I said, I'm back. I'm going to make this video. Today's Friday, and then I'm going to come back as best I can with more. And like I said, I'm in the phase of this last test. And like I said, it's a doozy. But I'm going to come back and I'm going to keep talking. And as I said, the page that Joel Osteen's on, I don't have my videos on. My videos go on another one. So as far as I know, he's never seen my video. He was really responding to me talking about my mother, you know. And I don't want to talk about that anymore because I want to say too, I want to shout out to a lady that was working at Thornton's. My daughter gave me $2 and I didn't think I had enough money for the ice, and I doubt if she see the video, but just let's give people thanks. Thank people when they nice and kind to us. Let's tell somebody about that person being nice and kind. And she said, go get your ice. She said, you have enough for it. Go get your ice. And I got my ice, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I've been around a lot of people that people think are mean, in neighborhoods. People think everybody's bad and you should be scared to go in that neighborhood. But there's a lot of nice people. And that, on that topic right there, that's something. As I said, I was going to say how to, but be very careful of distractions and losing focus. People pulling you off your focus, because I was on here talking about something and somebody pulled me in another direction. And social justice, you know. And when Crystal Terrace opened, you know, we get that. But before Crystal Terrace, this is something I want to do too. Because sometimes I have a tendency to put the card, I have so much enthusiasm and sometimes too much confidence. So I put the cart before the horse, as Mama said. And that means I'm already getting funds set up and I'm already doing this and I don't have a building. So baby God's humbling me and telling me that too. Maybe it's not just the devil. Maybe it's God saying it too. So anyway, here's my vision. I'm going to lay some of this out for you. And like I said, this is a long video and I hope it goes through. What I'm going to do is, first, I know this without a doubt, I need a building. I used to try to apply for I applied for the dollar houses, the hood houses and all that. my money got funny. Didn't have. I'm always like a nickel short for something. Also, this is what I want to say in this video. Like I said, it's a whole lot in me and a whole lot I wanted to say, so I probably fit a lot. I can get a lot of it in this video. I want to tell you a little more about me, so I don't seem like a crook and one of those people, one of those so-called trying to be preachers, who want to run around here trying to get money from people and be a predator, prey on poor homeless people or poor people or homeless people are not always poor. A lot of them get a Social Security check. A lot of people don't know that, but I do. So let's go back. I'm not one of those people that would take advantage of people, and if people give to God, they give to God. Even if I'm starving, I wouldn't take that. You know, I'm not one of those people, and I have people that can attest to that. You know, I have volunteered in churches, Catholic churches, to feed the hungry and stuff like that. I didn't break my neck to eat no meal. I mean, that was in me. That was God telling me not to do that, so I don't do that. Number one, I don't do it because I know without a doubt that God will humble you. God will cripple you, and God can kill you if you play with his money. And believe me, any preacher that's played with God's money, because I'm going to come on that too, because I used to give money to Jim Baker. That's how much I've been chasing God. All my life I've been chasing God. And I used to give to Jim Baker, and look what Jim Baker did. Where is he at now? He's trying to preach again because he said he wasn't going to talk about God no more. But anyway, look at him and Tammy Faye. Poor Tammy Faye, that's my baby girl, though. She's gone. But anyway, God will humble you if you play with his money, so I'm not one of those people. So let me go back. I had a church one time. Y'all gonna laugh off of this. I had a church. I started the church. Well, I already started the church. I didn't really have a name, so I was starting it. I had looked online, how do you start your church and everything, because God had been putting it on my heart, you know, that I was going to have a mission. You know, I had a mission and what to do, you know. So anyway, it said start a Bible study. So I started a Bible study. Mind you now, I've never really been to adult Sunday school. I did, but when I was there, they was talking about people. So, you know, and when I was a child, we did a little cookie thing. So I don't really know anything about it. Put that up front. I don't know a lot about it. So anyway, I started 2011, 2012, because I was like, I kept trying to get a building. Couldn't get a building. So I said, well, okay, forget it. I'm going to do God's will. So I'm going to bring them to my apartment. So I live in me and my daughter, we was in an apartment, a townhouse. Had an upstairs, downstairs bathroom, an upstairs bathroom. So I got my little crew, you know, I told a couple of people, not everybody, I told a couple of people about I was going to have Bible study at my house. At the time, I had my protege. I had my Timothy. You feel me? I had my Timothy. She was strong. Annette, yeah, I had her. You know, we was down. You know, I had somebody to talk to, you know. Because I've been having visions before and I had people, but then I would mess up and, you know, stumble. So I had her. It's 2011, about 2011, 2012. I'm right. 2011, 2012. So I supposed to write down the names, you know, protocol. So I got my list still here. Write down the names and stuff like that. And at the time, man, I was taking lunches and I was passing them out to Jefferson Street to homeless people all around. Because a lot of homeless people are all downtown. So I was passing out lunches out of my pocket. Out of my pocket, no, never to this day, except for God's glory, I got money back. So I don't take from people. And that's not to brag or boast. It's just to let you know my character. Because if I don't tell you about me, you're not going to know. You know what I'm saying? Especially through social media. So just letting you know some of it about me. So I did that. So anyway, me and Annette, we the two, we got together. So we said, well, yeah, let's go ahead. You're going to have a Bible study. Hey, I want to be with you. So we decided, let's have an eating meeting. So we, her brother, that's ex-military, he cooks. He cooked some pork chops or something, glazed them or something. I'm talking about we had food. I'm talking about food. It was 11 of us, I remember. The first one, it was my daughter, 2 daughters, and my grandkids, Annette, 3 people that were in recovery, 2 guys, and a female. Okay, so mind you, this is one of them. Altogether, I think we had probably 5, because my daughter ended up inviting one of her male friends, you know, and I did it out of the Bible. I had went to the Christian store and had purchased some books that you're supposed to be your guide, and we was reading out of those and trying to talk, and everybody was talking and everything, you know. So all of a sudden, hello, Satan showed up. Woo, Lord have mercy. So, we go into now I'm in a townhouse, so we got the living room's here, the kitchen's here, and there's a wall where you can look into the kitchen. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm preparing food. Me and Annette, we setting up the table, you know, so everybody can go around on a circle and eat. All of a sudden, my baby girl comes running in there to me because I'm hearing a little bit of the conversation, but I'm getting bits and pieces of the conversation because I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. So my baby girl runs in the kitchen. She said, Mama, she said, that lady in there. She said, that lady in there, she's like 50-some years old. She was 50-some years old. Everybody there was like, she was 50-something. Everybody was like in their 40s or 50s. But she's in her 50s. My daughter came in there, Mama, she's in there talking about what she used to do, and she's in there cussing about how she used to spread her legs and how people love having sex with her. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, help me. So I get back in there, and I'm trying to throw the focus out because the grandbabies at that time, 2 or 3 of them was upstairs, and, you know, they all under 10 years old. They all under 11 years old. And I know 2 or 3 of them heard, and, you know, kids ear hustle. So I try to direct the conversation on something else, you know, but she was on a roll for a minute because she was trying to entice the 2 men. And then to cut everything short, the reason why I stopped doing it, and I try to have people come here, but didn't nobody really want to come. I posted my address on social media and everything. Nobody came. So, but I think because of that incident, God closed the door on me too, because not only did that occur, she made the sexual innuendos, and I wasn't equipped to really handle that. I never ran a church. I never did anything. I was new. I was going online by, you know, by how you supposed to do it. But nobody tells you how to handle that situation. Somebody bringing up a sex topic. So anyway, after that, then one of the guys, I go to the door one day, 2 or 3 days later, was sometime in there. The guy that was coming to the meeting, he's circling around my house, and basically it started being that, hey, I want to talk to you. And he's thinking that I wanted a relationship. And so when you bring people into your house to worship, some people get the wrong understanding. And like I said, as you see, a woman can get the wrong understanding and a man can get the wrong understanding. And you have to be not just spiritually equipped, you have to be physically and, how do you say it? You have to have experience on handling that situation. And I did not have that experience. I had the street experience. You're going to get up out of my house, and I'm not going to have no more. And I didn't put her out. I just calmed it down. We reversed the conversation. I'm good at that. We reversed the conversation. We started talking about something else. You know, one of the guys took her home. Whatever happened after you leave my house, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And then, like I said, as far as dealing with that guy in a little conversation, I basically was letting him know I'm having church. I'm trying to start a church, and that's all. I'm not looking to date a man. I'm not looking for that no type of relationship right now, especially with a person right now in the church in this Bible study class. So I broke that down to him, and he understood, you know. And I also, in my way, street way, let him know I seen you riding past my house, and that ain't gonna, you know. When I confronted him about it, and I'm learning that too. If you confront an evil spirit and call it out for what it is, it would dissipate. And that's what I have to do with some evil around me. And I see it's an evil presence around me, a person that's a hateful, don't mean me any good. That spirit was trying to get in me and misdirect me, because I can do good and I can do bad. Don't ever get that twisted. All of us, we can do good or we can do bad. We can serve God or we can serve evil. Because it ain't, like I said, it ain't always the devil. It's other things besides the devil. Some evil people that just want to hurt you. It's people, and I've been discovering too, be careful always when people pray for you, because people can pray evil. Let a car break down. You know, let a house catch on fire. Let her die. Be careful of people smiling in your face and want to stab you behind your back. So, anyway, I don't know if this video is going to upload correctly, because I see 39 minutes and 39 minutes and 24 seconds. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to continue to do God's will the best that I can. You know, I was struggling, and I got this last test to pass. And like I said, count your blessings. Count your blessings. You know, count your blessings. Because there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Watch the weather. Watch the weather. It's been real hot here. It was like 90 something the other day. A lot of storms, a lot of heat, you know. But anyway, God bless you. God keep you. Like I said, I'm back. I'm going to do the best I can. A lady hit me up, said she wants me to join Instagram. So I didn't realize I didn't have Instagram. So I'm going to go on Instagram and see what that's about. But you pray for me. And even if you don't, I'm going to pray for me. I'm going to pray for you. I pray for everyone out there on social media, in their homes. I pray for everyone. I pray that God blesses you with the needs, any need that you have. If you need transportation, if you need food, if you need shelter, if you need bills paid, you know, if you need friendship, if you need companionship, if you need a husband, if you need a wife, I pray that God blesses you with that, you know. I pray that that person is a blessing in your life, you know. I pray for the people lonely. I pray for the people suicidal. I pray for the people out there. I heard a man on social media filming himself, talking about he's going to, he took, stopped taking his medication or something. I prayed for him, and people were cussing him out and calling him names and laughing at him. You know, too many people. Social media is not a bad thing. It's a good thing if you use it for good. But when people get on top of it, they're going to blow their brains out. I've seen some girl and boy, they arguing and he's filming it. Yeah, it's good for protection. Send it to the police department. Don't really air that because you open the gate sometimes. I mean, do what you want to do, but I had it. I don't look at it. You know, and if I see somebody doing something offensive, I take it off my page. Because if anybody don't like listening to me and want to see me or whatever, I don't even want to be seen. If they cut it off, hide it, take it off your post, unfriend them, unfollow, whatever. Because like I said, I've been looking at some other programs and they blame social media for this or social media for that. People can only do to you what you allow them to do. I'm not talking just babble. I'm talking street. That's me. If you allow a person to beat you, to talk to you any kind of way, verbally abuse you, mentally abuse you, physically abuse you, you know. I mean, if you want to twist it and say, oh, yeah, she's saying domestic abuse, whatever you want to say, if you allow that, I believe in domestic abuse because people, anybody, there's men that get abused because sometimes they're raised by a mother, a single mother, or they raised by a family that tells them don't hit women or whatever and all this type of thing. So the man don't know how to react when the woman's spitting at him and throwing plates at him and harming him. He don't want to hit her, you know, because he feels he's going to jail and all this type of thing. So that's a whole nother matter. I'm not even going to get deep into that because too much of me might pop into that. But, you know, the Bible speaks on that too. So, So anyway, like I said, but, you know, just pray for people. I pray for people on social media. You know, I pray for everybody out there. My family, oh, I have family that just, every time you turn it on, like bam, 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 oh my God, did you sleep? You know, God forgive me. Some people I had to unfriend. I love you, but oh my God, you do every day. But see what it is they become addicted. They have something going on in their lives, and they become addicted because people give them a little praise, and that's what happened to some people that I was around, and God's moving me from them. And a part of me wants to cling on because some of the people were okay, and I was getting some help. But God's saying move, and that's what's wrong with us. We get in a place and we think, okay, it feels good right here. I'm learning something. But God's still saying move. He's seeing down the road. We're seeing for right now, move. And I'm stubborn and hard-headed. That's why it's taking so long for me now to start coming out and talking more and to get everything right. And I'm pissed at myself because all this time it's like, okay, I feel like time's wasted. But at the same time, I feel like, okay, look, I got all that little evilness and running the streets and drinking a lot of that out of me. You know, but yet, you know, it is what it is. What's that commercial? We shall have no wine before it's time. And it's true. I'm always trying to do things my way. And God is often telling me, it's not your will, but it's my will be done. You know, but Janice, I want to get out here and do what I want to do. You know, you know. My daughter always used to tell me, she said, go hard or go home. That's her little motto. And then I adapted it a little bit too, and for a minute. Because like I said, if something feels good to me, sometimes I'll stay. Because it's a lonely place that you're in when you're walking with God. I don't know about nobody else for me, because a lot of times I want to reach out and I want to go somewhere. You know, some years ago, I used to try to still go to a club, because people, I go to a club, you know, and I used to try to go to the club. You know what I'm saying? I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking at the time like that, you know what I'm saying? So I want to go. I wasn't hanging with all my little family, because a lot of time I would go out by myself anyway. And just sitting in front of the club in the car. Want to get out, just sitting there. My mind's moving. I'm dancing. I heard a song. I'm in my head. I don't even hear no music from the club. I'm hearing music in my head. And I'm bopping. Want to get out of the car. Can't get out of the car. But I'm jamming. All along, I'm jamming. And I heard, don't go in. Don't go in. Don't go in. And I just turned, got in the car. I was already dressed, turned around, went back home, started watching something, whatever, and it was all right. Made it through. I had did that a couple of times. You know, the spirit, the conviction is so strong. God said no, but I'm fighting, because I can get in my will. We can get in our own will, and our will is powerful. When we step back and say, how could they kill 3 kids? How did he kill them? And how is he raping those children? How did he do that? Will. That will. That will. That self-will. I don't hear God. I don't want to hear him. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. I'm into me. And when you get into me, that's a deadly place to be when you know God. Just think about the people that don't know God, don't care to know God. They hate God. The atheists and people like that don't believe in nothing. Because our atheists, sometimes they don't believe in God, but they believe in other things, or they have their own beliefs and stuff. I learned that from a guy that was an atheist, you know. Anyway, like I said, let's pray for each other. Let's pray for the people out there. Let's pray for social media, for them to be blessed and to achieve the goals in life that God has ordained for them to achieve. Pray goodwill for people. You know, pray for people to find God that are lost. God bless you and keep you. I'm at 47:31. God bless you and keep you. I don't know what I'm entitled this to be. I'll think of something. Probably, okay, the Lord said, put God first. This will be entitled, Put God First. God bless your heart and all your parts. Toodles.